Breakfast, check. Play, check. Sunbeams, check. The short to-do list of a cat. Sorry it's a little shaky. That fire from yesterday is almost out. Let me see if I can back up a bit. There. It burned, I don't know, 3,000 acres in a heartbeat yesterday. I don't know where it's at now. Hopefully the wind stays down and they can get rid of the rest of it. Going to take a half run, half walk up and down Rock Park. I'm gonna try and do it twice. We'll see how my feet do. I'm gonna wear the Vibrams. And the parking lot is full, so it's noon. Apparently everybody comes here for lunch. Alright, 2 circuits complete. Am I red? I know I am. Hopefully I am not sunburnt. So let's see what we did here. A little over 3 miles, 48 minutes. I went around twice and I went back up a little bit just to make sure I was doing 3 miles. Not bad. Coming down that first time, boy, that is rough on the feet. Leaping from rock to rock will test your arch strength. Oof. By the second time down, I was a little hobbled, but I think it was a good push it, but not too far. Ooh. I'm one of those that gets really red when I work out. Alright. I think that's it. 3 miles complete, sun complete, and I may do a little workout with the husband when he gets home tonight. So, time for a very easy meat-based homemade spaghetti sauce. So I have 2 pounds of meat. In this case, I have 1 pound of ground deer and 1 pound of ground deer sausage. I make an Italian sausage of sorts with a little bit of pork. So 2 pounds of ground meat. I'm going to brown that up. After your meat is done cooking, drain it if need be. Add in about 1 small to medium diced green bell pepper and about 1 small to medium onion. Remember, I keep mine large because I pick out the onion and don't actually eat it. So you're more than welcome to dice it up in here. I'm going to let these soften a little bit with the meat. And then I'm going to add in about 2 to 3 cloves of garlic. Okay, I softened my veggies down a little bit and I threw my garlic cloves in for about 30 seconds. I'm going to deglaze the pan with about 1/4 cup of red wine. Nothing fancy, just real quick. You can omit this step if you want. Making sure to scrub all the bits off the sides and such. Let that cook down for 20 or 30 seconds. Pretty much will eliminate all alcohol content. And now we're going to add our tomatoes and the rest of our seasoning. So we have 2 pounds of meat, about a small to medium onion, a small to medium bell pepper, and 2 or 3 garlic cloves. And so now we've let all that cook down, and now we add our tomatoes. I add 1 14-ounce can of diced tomatoes, 1 14-ounce can of tomato sauce, a half a can of tomato paste. What is this, 6 ounces? So I add 3 ounces of tomato paste, and I usually add in about a half a cup of water or so. Now, you could probably argue that tomato sauce is probably the same as tomato paste and water, but it's what I've always done, and so I just keep doing it. Whatever. Seasoning wise, I put in about a teaspoon of dry basil, about a half a teaspoon of oregano. I'll probably adjust this later once I taste the seasonings, but I start small with a half a teaspoon because this stuff is potent. Put a half a teaspoon of kosher salt in. Again, I may adjust that later. A half a teaspoon of fresh ground black pepper. I add about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of sugar. It kind of rounds out that tomato flavor. So you're more than welcome to omit that if you'd like. If you do dairy, I usually do about half to a 1/4 cup of fresh ground parmesan to the mix as well. I did 2 tablespoons of fresh chopped Italian parsley. That's it. I'll put the ingredients for this all down below. Again, it's really flexible. Omit whatever you want, add things in that you like. I highly recommend cooking this down for an hour or 2 if you can. I'm going to do it for about 2 or 3 hours today. But at minimum, let it cook down for 30 to 45 minutes. It lets all those flavors meld together. About halfway through, test your seasonings, you know, increase your oregano if need be, salt, anything like that. Ta-da! See, kitten. All you do is purr. Hearty. Let's give this a taste test. Make sure my seasoning is on. It's not bad. Maybe a pinch more salt. That's about it. Yeah, we'll just try a little bit more salt. We have a new cat toy.